lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. We are going to be talking trash. Not like that, you guys know I'm not down for the drama, but I've got some empties and I figure, I was looking at her, I'm like, all right, we should probably just like go over these empties now because you know I tend to get a little long-winded and I don't want us to be here for a half an hour. By the way, if this video is a half an hour, you can go ahead and laugh right now because you'll know because of the timestamp. So let's get into this. This is a lot of more like body care, skincare type stuff. I do have a couple makeup items in here, so that's not too bad. So let's dive right in. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here in my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. I don't know about you, but I do love a good empties video. I think it's a great way to get to know a little bit more about how people feel about products. Once they've used something up all the way, you know, you either love it, you hate it, or you're just gonna forget about it once you throw the packaging in the recycling. And I think I have a little bit of all of those things in here. So let's start out right away with the biggest. This is Cinema Secrets, or it was Cinema Secrets before I emptied this entire thing. So this has obviously been around here in the beauty space for a long time. This is like a quick drying touch-up makeup brush cleanser. It's really great. I personally only use it for like my eye brushes or anything that's non-cream based. This is what I use to clean in between before I do like a deep cleanse every so often. So it takes a long time to go through a full one of these, but it is the best deal if you know that you really enjoy it. Now, I will say the scent of this isn't my favorite. I actually do prefer the scent of Perry & Spirit, but that one is a little bit more oily based, or oil based, I guess I would say, so it just doesn't dry as clean. Where Cinema Secret, it has like a chemical vanilla scent, where Perry & Spirit is almost like a citrus oil scent. So that is one thing that I will say, if you are fragrance sensitive, you might like the Perry & Spirit better, but it just doesn't dry down quite as clean. It leaves just that slight, and I don't mean like oily as in greasy, but it just doesn't feel super, super clean. I don't know how to explain it, but this is gone. I do have another one already that I've cracked into. I do, in case you guys are wondering, I actually like to keep this little guy out on my vanity so that after I finish a look, I can very easily just spray them clean and pop them back in. Or, you know, if I was like desperate to use the same brush twice in one look, I could just do it as I went. And then I feel like that way I don't have a bunch of brushes, especially with like darker brushes like this where you think they're clean, but maybe they're not. Maybe you were in a hurry and you just like popped it right back in your brush bin, brush bucket, brush extravaganza zone, whatever you use. So this is a way to make sure that all of your brushes are clean. All right. Nothing new there. Most people know about that one. So let's move into a little bit of hair care. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. So I got this quite a while ago. I did finally just use it up. It actually was starting to dry out pretty bad, so my last little scoop was like pretty dry. So the one really big positive to this, it smells awesome. It smells so good. This smells like vanilla and mint, or like marshmallow mint. It smells really, really good. And for me, that's kind of where the super pros ended. I am someone where I don't wash my hair every day. I really probably wash it about once a week. I do suffer from dry scalp, and I thought like, oh, micro exfoliating and charcoal, like this is going to be a nice deep clean and it's going to give some exfoliation. And I don't find that happened because the little exfoliating beads in this dissolve almost instantly once it hits the head, in my personal experience. And it is very coconut oil feeling. So I feel like it kind of like over cleanses a little bit. Like you feel a little squeaky, but then that coconut oil actually leaves the hair feeling a little bit heavy and residuey. So no matter what, every time I use this, I needed to use another shampoo after it anyhow. And then I'm doing like a double cleanse, which isn't necessarily always bad. Sometimes I really need that, but meh, like it isn't my favorite. I mean, I don't know, like this did have a cooling feel on the scalp, so it was refreshing for a moment, but it just wasn't scrubby enough for my liking. And that that coconut oil feel. It just left my hair feeling a little heavy. So like I said, I always used another shampoo afterwards with this. So I won't be repurchasing this, but since I did buy it, I actually, after the first time or two that I used it, I did want to take it back to Sephora and then just like completely lost track of time, and then I couldn't take it back anymore. So I was like, well, I'm going to use it. I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. So this won't be a repurchase for me. All right, we are going to stay in the shower, if you will, and talk about this Olay Ultra Moisture Body Wash. I don't know if they make this one anymore, but man, I really like this. It's had a nice scent, like nothing like whoa, but it just felt really good. It did feel hydrating on the skin, and that is one thing that I have found. I am done with body washes that just smell good. I do have quite a collection of body washes that I need to get through, but I'm realizing at my age, I'm turning 40 next month. At my age, I actually need body washes that give my skin a little bit of love and not ones that just smell good. And especially since most body washes, you get out of the shower, by the time you're getting dressed, the scent is gone anyway. So this one I would actually repurchase. Let me know if you have an Olay body wash that you like, or let me know if you have a moisturizing body wash that you really like, because I'm definitely going to need to switch to something that's super hydrating, especially coming up on fall and winter. My skin gets super dry. So this one I would repurchase. I think I got this, in all honesty, if I didn't get it in like one of those like Ulta 15-piece sampler thingies, I just picked it up for traveling to be able to have something in my travel kit. But yeah, I would repurchase this. Okay, definitely don't need to spend too much time on this one because I've talked about it a lot on my channel. This is the Paula's Choice Earth Sourced Perfectly Natural Cleansing Gel. This is one of my top 3 cleansers. I love it. It is a little bit on the pricier side of what I usually want to spend on a cleanser, but I always get it when Paula's Choice has like a 25 or 20% off discount going on. I do love it. It lasts a long time. Like a little bit of this goes a long way. I like that it cleanses my skin. For me, it does get off most of my makeup. Like if I was wearing like a crazy eye look, I would probably use a little bit of like a double cleanse just on my eyes, but I do find that this gets my skin clean. It does lather, but it doesn't like strip your skin. So I really like it. By the way, speaking of makeup, if you do want to know about this makeup look, I just did a haul of a new indie brand that I am playing with and pretty happy with the results. So I will go ahead and make sure to have that pinned up there for you all. Okay, here's a product that I got in BoxyCharm. This is the Cuccio Yoga Calm and Clean Epsom Salt Hand and Body Wash. So first of all, I remember that this was listed at like a value of like well over $20. Like who is going to spend $20 on a hand soap? Not me. And that's what I use this for, because I feel like anything that can be used as a hand and body wash, is it really going to be that good for my body? I don't know. I just felt weird using this as a body wash, and it is like more of like a lavender scent, which I'm okay with, but isn't my fave. So I did just want to use this on my hands. It was all right. I would never like spend, it was like $20, $30, something ridiculous like that. I was like, who are you kidding? Because there definitely wasn't anything that I felt was like exceptional about this hand/body wash, but I did use it up, so now it will go in the recycling bin. All right, another one that I've talked about a lot. This is the HelloFab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I've probably gone through at least 3 of these, if not more. I love it. I think it is a very nice glowy moisturizer. It is what I have on my face today under my, what did I use? I used the Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer business from ColourPop. So this just gives a little bit of glow. It gives a nice light amount of hydration. It's, I would say if you have dry skin, this isn't going to be enough for you. If you have oily skin, I think that you could still wear this, but in general, I would think that like normal skin is going to be the most ideal to use this as like a moisturizer/primer. You could certainly use this just as a glowy primer that adds extra hydration if you have dry skin, and I certainly do that in the fall and winter, but this time of year it's enough moisture for me. It's so funny because I am pretty dry in the winter, but in the summertime I find that I am like normal, almost leaning combo down the middle of my face, and for me this is what I keep in here in case I just like forgot to moisturize when I was in my bathroom and I'm too lazy to like walk down the hall and in. I know it's ridiculous, but at least I have a moisturizer in here and it can save some time for me. All right, speaking of moisture, this is a little mini of the Agave Bite Lip Balm. I really like these. This is one of my favorite lip balm formulas. I will say I preferred it before they reformulated, but the reformulated version is still really nice too. So this guy, Ooh, he is so far down, and the little bit that was in the bottom like really melted, and I was just like, all right, I think it's time to get rid of you. So this one's done. Another lip product that isn't gone by any means but has gone off is this Physicians is this Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Lip Stick. Yeah, this lipstick. So I love this color. This is the shade Mauve into Brazil. This honestly was probably my favorite shade, but it just doesn't smell right anymore. In the tube, it doesn't smell bad, but once it was on my lips, I was just kind of like, I don't think that's right anymore. So I'm saying goodbye to this one just in case it's definitely off. Very quickly, I have not one, not two, but three mascaras. I have one of my telescopic carbon blacks. If you guys know, this is definitely one of my favorites. It's actually what I have on underneath these lashes. Telescopic carbon black is great if you're just looking for like stretched out, lifted, wispy lashes. It doesn't add any volume at all, but I just find that it really nicely defines the lash. So sometimes I'll even use this as like a lash primer for other mascaras if I'm going for more volume. But if I have a look where I don't want it so voluminous that it like hides what's behind my lashes, I really like to use this one. I also have the Benefit Roller Lash. I really do like this one. I got this in a sample, obviously, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about how much I like this one. So I have a big, huge stash of mascaras that I'm trying to go through, so I'm trying not to purchase any mascaras, although this one, I just can't live without this one. So I could see definitely like still repurchasing this one, but other than that, I'm trying to get through my stash. So I won't be repurchasing any mascaras for a while, but Roller Lash I would definitely recommend. It again is another one that's more like middle of the road as far as like volumizing and lengthening. It's really defining. It does help give your lashes a curl. I really do like it. So this is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I definitely am not purchasing Hourglass right now, but this mascara was a favorite of mine because of its staying power. It also has a lot of staying power, if you know what I'm saying. So it sort of depends on, on what camp you are in. So this mascara is really like basically bulletproof, but you do have to work at getting it off. Honestly, this more than anything, I think it still had some product in it, but it was getting really dry and I'm just getting rid of it. All right, so this was taking me forever and a day. There might be the tiniest bit of product in here, but this is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I think this is actually their old packaging, maybe. Let me know if you're a big Too Faced person, but this was just like, meh. It's okay. So I was not sad when I ran out of this sample and I was like, it's time to move on. Anyway, we also have, let's see here, another one. I talked about this in my project pan because this was one of those items. This is the Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. Whew, this is the shade Bamboo, which is 5.5. This is my lighter shade. So in the summer, I usually wear ginger or like mix the two together, but this was in my project pan. I finished it up. It's a total fave. Definitely repurchase. I probably have a backup in there, so I don't need to repurchase for a while. All right, another body care. This is the Native Deodorant in Jasmine and Cedar. This one is a fave of mine. If you saw, I did a natural deodorant journey video. If you want all the deets on that, if you want to know the ones that I love, the ones that I hate, I will link that up here for you. But this Jasmine and Cedar scent is so nice. It is like fresh and clean. Like it's definitely has that like shower clean scent. Now this is the one that I've been enjoying right now. This is the Palm Leaf and Bergamot. I think this is a limited edition one, but this one again, yeah, this one's clean as well, but almost like a little fruity. So if you like a fresh out of the shower scent, I would try the Jasmine and Cedar. This Palm Leaf and Bergamot is slightly more summery feeling without being like fruit bowly. All right, here we have a sunscreen. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. It's very dirty because I think Jeremy and I took it kayaking. So this is a 55 sunscreen and it is a broad spectrum. I really like this. Like I will say it definitely does have a more like dry down feel to it, so it doesn't like leave your skin feeling really like sticky or goopy, which I love. This is honestly a nice sunscreen. I like Neutrogena sunscreens. I don't have like I have to use this sunscreen on my body. I do want something that's fairly clean feeling because I just don't like that like sticky, gooky feeling. Not that anybody does, but I think some people can like deal with a little bit more sunscreeny feel. I can't. So chances are if it's one that doesn't feel great, I'm not going to wear it, which is a total detriment to my health. So I definitely like something clean. If you have another sunscreen that you love that like does have a nice clean feel, let me know. I would be interested in trying it. But I think for now we are using a couple of the Walgreens ones. So I'll have to let you guys know about that when we're done with them. All right, another product that I have talked about and used many of, this is the Stroke Brow Feathering Pen. This is actually the shade Taupe. So this is all I have in my brows today as far as color goes, but I have the shade Medium Brown. It's a little dark for what I would normally like. So the Taupe one's gone, but I'm definitely trying to just use what I have open so that they don't dry out. But I do love these. I'm not quite sure if Ardell is like phasing out of them or if they're just getting a little harder to find, because I saw that like Ulta had them on like clearance at one point. So I do love these. I think that they are a great brow pen at a great price. I would definitely highly recommend these if you can find them. All right, spray. So let's start with the skincare spray. This is the Tower 28 SOS or Save Our Skin spray. I talked about this in my brand rankings video with Stephen Ford. Meh. Like, I didn't notice anything from this. Like, I didn't notice harmful effects like Stephen did. If you didn't know, you can watch that. I also didn't notice like helpful effects. I got this because Samantha March said she really liked it. I'm glad that I just got the mini. I won't be repurchasing this. I just like felt like, okay, I'm putting water on my face. So there you go. Then I also have the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the honey version. This did not smell like honey at all. Nope. It smells like an icy or a Slurpee. That's what it smells like a very artificial sweet smell. Like in here, it's obviously a lot more concentrated probably than when I sprayed it on my face, because I didn't hate it when I sprayed it on my face, but it wasn't like, ooh, honey. It was just like sweet. So I got this, like I was a sucker, and I was the one that picked up the thing that had the like little mini eyeshadow palette, and I think there was like a liner and then the primer and then this guy, and none of them like wowed me that much. The liner's nice. The Urban Decay liners are nice. I do like the all-nighter spray, but honestly, like I would just rather stick to the regular scent than this one anyhow. All right, this was one that took me forever to use up. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And I have many setting sprays. Like right now I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 setting sprays sitting out on my vanity. Good night. Oh, actually 6. I have 6. This was sitting out and I was using it as a setting spray, but also to wet my brush when I wanted eyeshadows that were wet. So I like it. I think that it's a really good one if you are looking for a setting spray from the drugstore. It did seem to make my makeup last longer. They also have, I think, a dewy and then maybe like a more mattifying one. This is more like in the middle, and I really liked it. But the one thing is, this is obviously a smaller bottle. So this has 2 ounces. Let's see, like the Tarte Stay Spray, this one has 4 ounces. So I have a feeling that they probably come pretty close in price, ounce to ounce. This one might be a little bit less expensive, but I guess if you are like budgeting yourself as far as like how much money you spend at a time, this is nice because you spend less in one go. But ounce for ounce, there are some like mid-range products that are just as good as this one, but I really did like it. All right, one last product, and that is my prescription Tretinoin. So this is a 0.05 Tretinoin Strength. So this is the retinol that I use. I usually put my retinol on either every night or every other night. It's been every other night lately because I actually bumped up to the 0.10 strength. I will say I could see myself like bumping back down, especially as we go into like fall and winter when my skin's a little bit more sensitive. I just found that the 0.10, the one that's stronger, has been making my skin like a little bit more flaky. And I definitely noticed at first, after I changed from the 0.05 to the 0.1, like getting through that system of getting my skin used to that, I was sloughing quite a bit, which is totally normal. But I do find that like it's almost just a little too much for me. So after I use that one up, I will probably go back to the 0.05, and I usually alternate. One night I use like an AHA BHA serum, and then the next night I use my retinol. So that's usually how I go about it. I do really like it. This is good. I highly recommend, like if you don't have uber sensitive skin, I recommend using a retinol, even if it's just like a very low percentage. It does help with collagen production, and it's also one of the only products that's found to actually like reverse the signs of aging. I've talked about this before. If you guys want to know my skincare system, by the way, let me know. I'm thinking about doing that this fall. Just kind of like giving you an update of like what I use in the morning and what I use at night. So I'm thinking about it. Let me know if you're interested to see that. That's it. That's all the trash. I am so excited to be able to put these packages in my recycling. I'm actually feeling good. It is so satisfying when you use up a product. I was telling Jeremy this. I was like, yes! Like, what was it? I think it was the body wash because I've been using that one for a while. And I was like, woohoo! In the shower. And he's like, what? I'm like, I just used up my body wash and it's so satisfying. Now I can throw it in my empties bin. I'm sure, you know, you guys will have to let me know. If you are a creator, like some of the crazy things that we do, our partners, like I'm sure they're just like, oh my Lord. But anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed getting to see some of my trash. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. I really appreciate you hanging out with me and I will see you really soon. Okay, one last product and this is my Tretinoin.